Yeah, see, just like Stevie. You know, see them I watch you in a 4K and a 3D. You know it going on. Girl, I watch you like cinema, watch you like cinema.
Yes, so blessings, my people. Blessings to each and every one. That's a checking cover give you guys. Jamaica News Roundup for January 26, 2023. First time over Just Flex TV. Press subscribe button, notification bell all so you never miss another update. For those who went out, reach home safely watching Just Flex TV, let the Almighty be praised. Peeps, you look, at the video, well, those are the detainees, that got charged and also beat, the other detainee saying that he's a fish. The police told them so. But anyway, peeps, we're going to kickstart your farmer chopped to death in sentence suspect in custody. Right, my people? Yes, so a man is in police custody after allegedly chopping a farmer during a dispute in Mount Maria Center on Wednesday afternoon. The deceased is 52-year-old Glenroy Campbell, alias Glenn of Laughtown in Mount Maria. Right, my people? So reports are that about 4 p.m. on Wednesday, Campbell was in his community when he and another man had an altercation during which he was chopped multiple times. The wounded farmer was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced that the suspect was later apprehended by police. Well, my people, me have a next update, a newer update on this, because trust me, just put out like that, but other stories about this. Moving on to where Kingston Mayor saddened by death of 12-year-old student. Right, my people, so Mayor of Kingston Senator Delroy Williams say he is saddened to hear of the passing of 12-year-old Leah Yu and is pledging his full support to the grieving family. So Yu, who is a student of the Kingston High School, perished in a fire at her home along Gilstress Street in Rallington Town, Kingston on Tuesday afternoon. Well, to get more on this, I can just go over to the Jamaica Star. But from Just Black's condolences goes out to the family, friends, and loved ones, of the deceased. Trust me, sir, not even live a life yet. We just yet to see when the good die young. Trust me, sir. Just be. Moving over, peeps, where Manchester man charged for murder of brother in alleged land dispute. A Manchester man has been charged for the murder of his brother who was visiting the island from England just a week ago in the Miketown community in the parish. The police say 38-year-old carpenter Lemon Brown of Love Lane in Miketown was charged on Thursday with the murder of 48-year-old Michael Brown. So reports from the Mandeville police are that about 12:20 a.m. January 19, the deceased was at home when he was pounced upon by a lone gunman who opened gunfire, hitting him in the upper body. Well, peeps, yes, approached by a lone gunman. You mean approached by him lone brother? Yes, they say, hey, I serious thing this, Jado, hey, don't love no day again, But we are going to move on to where Senton man arrested for murder. Right, peeps, did the update earlier and here the follow-up. So a man has been arrested in connection with a murder in Mount Maria Senton on Wednesday. The deceased is 52-year-old Glenroy Campbell, a laborer of Lawland Town, Mount Maria. It's reported that Mr. Campbell was in an altercation with the mother of the accused and she was injured. About 4:30 p.m. her son allegedly attacked and chopped Mr. Campbell several times in the head. Mr. Campbell died at the scene. Right, my people, say like Mr. Campbell, go rush a lady, and injured her, but trust me, she have a son where, the man just decides right now, my mother that in her right now, you hear me, for you this my mother, I hear me this, the man just go for Mr. Campbell, brother. Trust me, star. Moving on, peeps, where concern raised that no action taken to restock rare cobra after a fish kill. Yes, my people, some months after the chemical spill in the Rio Cobre in St. Catherine that resulted in a massive fish kill, there is no concern that no action has been taken to restock the river. The massive influent discharge caused severe disruption for communities surrounding the river. So Kes Tonard Gordon, Vice Chairman of the St. Catherine Parish Development Committee, said fishers continue to suffer from decreased fish population. He complained that although the National Environment and Planning Agency has drawn down on 100% of the environmental performance ban, it requested the entity has made no step to replenishing the river. Right, my people, so according to Mr. Gardner, expert, as predicted, it would take 6 to 8 months for the river to be restored, but it has been almost 6 months since the pollution and the government has still not started the restocking exercise. Right, my people, trust me, star. And peeps, a new update come out, out there, yes, where fisher folk and small business operators who were affected by last July's major fish kill in the Rio Cobre have expressed disappointment with the compensation package they received Wednesday and vowed to seek legal action. The payouts, according to the affected parties, were far lower than what they had submitted in claims to the National Environment and Planning Agency for approval. Right, my people, to get more on this, you can just go over to the Jamaica Gleaner. But me just say, peeps, you hear me? Me don't know what go on at Jamaica, because they put out and say, yes, the fishers, them satisfied. And then all of a sudden, the man them not satisfied at all. So moving on to where from 15 to 45 years, government opposition agree on longer prison time for murder. Right, the government has received the opposition support for proposed increases to the mandatory minimum sentence for murder and time served before parole eligibility under the Offences Against the Person Act. But has been cautioned against tying the hands of the judiciary. Right, so to get more on this, I can just go over to the Jamaica Observer. But me just as a peeps, boy, the only way I feel like certain youth are afraid and coward. So them can hold back. So even if somebody have boots one time, say go kill a man there, them will think twice. Just to know the penalty where them have to go face. Trust me, after them do what them do. But we just going to move on, peeps, so where health facilities urge to consistently monitor infection prevention and control measures. Right, my people, so administrators of public health facilities have been advised to monitor infection prevention and control measures and fix deviation when they occur. The charge has come from Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisasor Mackenzie following Tuesday's release of a summary of the report from a Pan-American Health Organization and the bacterial outbreak that resulted in the death of a dozen newborns at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital last year. Well, to get more on this, you can go over to TVJ News at Google. Right, my people, so right now we have to just be more careful. Moving on to where regional countries must step up to tackle rising hunger. Right, my people, things get dear. So countries in Latin America and Caribbean can and must step up to tackle rising levels of hunger, poverty and inequality, the UN Food and Agriculture Organization said on Wednesday. Right, my people, trust me, to get more on this, you can just go over to the Jamaica Star at Google. Right, so people, you don't know we hear about this good one now, saying that, yeah, we forgot plant cassava and all this thing, but some people laugh and think a joke. But time I go come, you go really see, with that Monday, that taboo. Moving on, peeps, now to where protesters weld shut gates at NWC plant supply disruption for Manchester, Clarendon communities. Right, the National Water Commission is reporting that normal operations at its facilities at the border of Manchester and Clarendon have been impacted by a demonstration in the area. The NWC says the gates of the affected facilities, 2 meetings and Moravia treatment plants were welded shut sometime between Wednesday night and early Thursday morning. As a result, the utility company says some team members were locked inside the facilities. Right, my people, to get more on this, I can just go over to Jamaica Gleaner. But say just Blex Cleaner, because we don't have to go down into the boogie, we'll just give you guys the main ingredients. So Education Ministry says teachers yet to receive salary will do so today. The Ministry of Education says it is aware that some teachers and central staff have not seen their monthly salaries reflected in their accounts, but the situation should be remedied by the end of today. So Acting Permanent Secretary Maureen Duya explained that the salaries were uploaded late Wednesday afternoon from the Accountant General's Department and Ministry of Education. She said the ministry regrets the delay. Right, my people? Yes, so the teachers them right now can feel good, proper. You sight because you work hard and no pay, that's sad. Moving over to where Seafood High Principal Bursa sent on leave over financial irregularities. Right, my people? So our new center has been informed that the principal of Seafood High School in St. Thomas, Carlbert Thomas, and the school's bursar, Noel Williams, have been sent on leave with immediate effect. This follows months of investigation by the Ministry of Education, which uncovered a number of financial irregularities at the school, including non-remittance of deductions. Well, to get more on this, you can just go over to TVJ, at Google. But me just say right now, you hear me? Boy, everybody are chopping, everybody turn scammer. I don't know what go on Jamaica. Moving over to where government to remove zinc fencing in Hardware Lane in Portmore. Right, my people, so Prime Minister Andrew Wone says steps will be taken to remove zinc fencing in Hardware Lane in the community of Newland in Portmore, St. Catherine, as a part of the transformation of the area. So Holness, who visited the area yesterday, said discussions are to be held on the matter. As I entered the community, I noticed the zinc fences, and I don't like zinc fence, so I am going to have dialogue with your member of parliament to properly fence the place. Holness said. To get more on this, I can just go over to Jamaica Gleaner. Moving on, peeps, to where Brazilian woman gives birth to 16-pound 2-foot tall baby boy. When you hear what going? A Brazilian woman has expressed shock after she gave birth to a 16-pound 2-foot tall baby boy recently. So Claire Diane Dos Santos said she didn't expect this surprise when she gave birth to her 6th child, baby Anderson Cesarian, section on January 18 at Hospital Padre Colombia in Parintins, Brazil. Right, my people, to get more of this. But I just a caption, got me. If you don't say right now, how bad can push out a 16-pound baby, 2 foot tall, 2 feet tall. Just me, star. Jamaica earth run red. Moving on now. Yes, so missing child, Casey and Walker, missing since January 23, 2023. So 13-year-old Casey and Walker of Bob Marley Boulevard, Kingston 20, has been missing since Monday, January 23. She's of dark complexion, slim build, and about 5 feet 5 inches tall. Casey was last seen in Corville Gardens, Kingston 20, just in her school uniform, blue tunic, and a pair of black shoes. Right, my people, if you have any information that can help find Casey, please contact the Duane Park Police, yes, or the nearest police station. Moving over, peeps, yes, to where recently the Corps of Military Police, in coordination with the Jamaica Care GT, right, conducted flag route marches along routes covering the communities of Rallington Town, Windward Road, and Mountain View Avenue. Members of the communities expressed their appreciation upon seeing members of the JDF in their communities. Well, peeps, yes, you don't know the whole measurement, so right now the way Jamaica go, the people them have to feel safe when them see military forces right now, in a them community. Trust me, unless you are part of the problem, you're not go glad to see them. But anyway, peeps, just jump up on Just Flex radar. So mentally ill woman abducted and raped in St. Catherine, 2 men arrested. Right, so 2 St. Catherine men who reportedly abducted and raped a woman suffering from mental illness have been slapped with several charges. The reported attack against the female took place in Tidington District, St. Catherine, on Saturday, December 31, 2022. The men have been identified as 20-year-old auto electrician Ronaldo Johnson, otherwise called Mario, and 32-year-old carpenter, goes by the name Delvin Llewellyn, otherwise called Sean, both of Tidington District. They have been charged with forcible abduction, rape, having sexual intercourse with a mentally disordered person, buggery, and grievous sexual assault. Reports are that the woman was at a party in the community when Johnson and Llewellyn dragged her into bushes where they took turns to sexually assaulting and raping the female. What a cruel act, man. Them man are wicked, man. Jan Monster, you hear me? Them not for see back road. Because them take disadvantage of the sick. You sight, my people? This is not a good look style. So man a carpenter, man a electrician. You tell him say you could have go by front. You know, anyway you could have go by front, but yet still you rather wait until you see a mentally ill person in a party, a dance and a enjoy yourself, a wind up. Me just imagine say I must a look short skirt, the female good in her, a look batty rider shorts. You see me? And the man then drink up them liquor and get honey like a honey goat. And jaw with the mentally ill woman in a bush. Hey, you hear me? I want to go on a Jamaica, man. The man them a take disadvantage of the sick. Hey, you hear me? Them two man here, trust me. Anywhere where you dep use it, them man have to get 50-50 each. Yeah, man, them forget 50 years, man, each, man. Because trust me, star, for a 20-year-old young man, you know, young in him prime, him up to the time, and him not sour like lime. But yet still, him think, for go and hold down and take something whenever given to him. Yeah, hear me peeps, so share in the comment. Me done do the talking, yeah, man. Right now, that one yeah get me horrible. So yeah, me I better me just done the long talking. Just share in the comment in the section below, yeah. Peace are we out without a doubt, east, west, north, and the south, up top.
And them for no side, Ahmeds, representing for Just Blex. Just Blex tell them say prayer works. When the heathens are trying for you, once you die you hurt, the most I alert. If I them alone, them alone. Yeah man, Just Blex, you don't know your success getting them upset, you know what I mean?